Welcome back to the Crypto Clown World channel. I am your host with the honks, Jason Bruce. And we're going to get honking on into Bitcoin this morning because it looks like the Santa rally is on, folks. It looks like it is on and popping. So 15-minute time frame for BTC. I just want to break down what's been going on that got us up to this point, right? Oh. So if we take a look here, we did have some bullish divergence after we came down here on that initial dip, right? Which was like, Monday morning, everybody was panicking. And here we are. After we pump back up here, everybody was panicking again after we dropped back below 42. And now we're well above 43,000, which really was probably the most important area of resistance. So after this bullish divergence, we saw a bearish divergence here, swinging up higher on the RSI here, but lower in price action, higher in price action here, but lower on the RSI. Turn the music down just a touch here. And that led to this little dump, little sell-off, nice retracement. And you can see here that although we're higher in price action, we were lower on the RSI. And we swung up a little higher on the RSI, but then we swung down a little lower in price action. And after closing a few candles there, it caused this move here, which then created a breakout of this falling broadening wedge. And now there was a short consolidation and retest after that breakout, and we're seeing a nice move up pretty close to this target level that I had set, which is around 43,920. So we're moving along pretty quickly, and had a nice hidden bullish divergence on this sort of a pennant that formed that got us trucking up to that level. So Bitcoin's really moving nicely. As we zoom out a little bit onto the hourly candles, and you can see this larger pattern is where the breakout was occurring. So we do have breakout and retest there of that larger pattern. And I believe there's much higher price targets coming from this pattern. Just initially, if we were to just take that measured move there, we're looking at like 45.8. And more than likely, I think that'll continue up to right around the 46,000 level. I did hear Jason Casper talking about that. Shout out to Jason Casper. If you're liking what you're seeing so far this morning, folks, make sure that you're honking the like button for me. If you're not subscribed to my channel, if you're new here, please make sure that you get subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications as well. We'll bring you timely content in the future. News updates in the morning, and all kinds of different exclusive analysis that you will not see anywhere else. Maybe a few things you might see somewhere else, but a lot of it is my original interpretations and analysis. So with that in mind, hourly candles are looking really strong for Bitcoin. I'm going to get jumping on over to Ethereum, and we actually haven't even seen the larger breakout on Ethereum yet. I wanted to highlight this because the 4 hour is looking really, really strong. So all things considered here, it looks like we're having what looks to be price action approaching a overhead resistance of a much larger falling wedge. And this pattern, the measured move is going to take you to 2,500 and beyond. So I do believe much higher price targets are coming for ETH out of this pattern. And just to give you an idea how this got started, on the 15-minute candles, we did have this head and shoulders here. breakout and retest to that pattern, and since then consolidation and this up move here. And again, you did have some hidden bullish divergence here where you were closing lower on these candles, a little more subtle here, but higher on the RSI, and then closing a little lower on these candles with these wicks, but lower on the RSI, bouncing off the 50 level and creating this nice move. So would like to see a little more follow through for ETH this morning, but this is the measured move out of the head and shoulders, and it's actually consolidating above that. So we'll have to see what's going on there, because there is just a little bit of bearish divergence that we'll have to keep an eye on. I'd really like to see the price action break above that, so we'll see what happens this morning. 44K is going to be a pretty critical level for BTC, so to see further follow through with the altcoins, we'll have to see 44K broken for BTC. Let's zoom in on ETH BTC here real quick, just to see if we're getting a break of this pattern yet or not. And I was hoping that we'd see a bullish break of this pattern, but it doesn't seem to be happening yet. So we'll see if the bulls can create some bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame this morning. If we zoom in a little bit, it's looking a little dumpy, to be honest. There was a sort of a divergence that was created here, but it's kind of since been broken. So we'll see if the Ethereum bulls can outpace Bitcoin this morning. One that I'm pretty happy about right now, BNB. I'm seeing follow through there. I'm following the perpetual futures on MEXC. If you're not on MEXC, folks, MEXC is the place to be for not only trading futures, but altcoins, and no maker taker fees on spot, very low fees on leverage trades, and honestly, it's a really amazing exchange. Incredible amount of volume and choices there, so shout out to MEXC. And with that in mind, the price action for BNB, I'm on the 7-minute candles here because I'm really kind of drilled down and making sure this is looking good. But there was a really nice flag here that was formed. You can see breakout and kind of a retest there. It's sort of a wedge pattern, and price is approaching a $260 target that I had set out. I initially entered around $235 with high leverage, and I am looking for massive potential on this trade. I do think that there is some signs pointing to potentially much higher prices for BNB. So you can see here an inverse head and shoulders, and then kind of a cup and handle forming there. There was a bounce off the 200 daily moving average, and now a bounce off the 21 MA. So that price action looking very, very bullish, and a daily closure above around the $255, $256 area is going to propel the price to much higher price targets, probably around this higher volume node, just above $300. So thanks everybody for the FUD on Binance, because that allowed me to get a really good entry and killed the volatility on this coin. And I do believe it's going to start launching like the other layer ones have been. So let's see what happens. I'm also in a long for XRP, long in the breakout of this inverse head and shoulders here, looking for much higher price targets on XRP as well. There is a larger pattern here that we should see a break of. So you can see this triangle consolidation, and that is actually part of a larger pattern as well, where we're seeing this kind of a cup and handle form on the daily, and that's also part of a larger, more speculative pattern. And I do believe, based on what the XRP chart is showing me here, this perpetual futures chart is nice and clean, and we can see price action has consolidated and broke out of the point of control. And this is just a really nice looking wedge. So if we were to take a measured move, see XRP above all-time highs to a breakout level of around $5.50, $5.40. And I'm not saying that has to happen, you know, today or tomorrow, even within the next few weeks or months, but quite possible it could happen in the next spring. So let's keep an eye on this, and we'll see what kind of a breakout we can get. Keep in mind this was paired to Tether back in 2020, so just the all-time high for this particular pair was in 2021 around $1.92, just under $2. So I do believe XRP will eclipse that by quite a bit, and I do have videos out there showing where I think the XRP price could potentially get to. So I'm bullish on XRP. Another one I just opened a long for is Caspa. See if I can actually catch one this time. I did get stopped out of my last long that I had open for Cas. And potential breakout and retest there on the RSI on the 1 hour. Facing a little bit of rejection there. But I do believe we'll see some follow through like we saw with XRP with this inverse head and shoulders pattern. So target's going to be up around this POC around 128 if we flip that to support. There's much higher price targets, as there is actually this falling broadening wedge for Caspa, and I took this trade based on hidden bullish divergence here, which is showing up on this larger time frame. All right. So with that hidden bullish divergence, I am expecting a much larger move for Cas, and we'll see if that actually plays out. There's even larger targets that might play out as well, but just out of this particular pattern, 26 cents is possible. So if I get that with 10x leverage, I'll be pretty happy. And that's probably going to wrap it up for this morning with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few altcoin picks for you. Keep in mind, folks, nothing that was said in terms of what I'm looking at with this Santa rally should be construed as financial advice. Make sure that you're getting a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence and research before jumping into any coin, project, investment, or trade. With that in mind, I am Jason Bruce. This has been another edition of Crypto Clown World, and I'm gonna get honking on out of here. Make sure you have yourselves a blessed Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Oh, and do me a favor too on your way out. Honk the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell for notifications. Love you. Take care. See you later.